Bullshit is me. So if you guys have not already heard, this month of December, I am doing an Washington Canadian Christmas charity drive to celebrate 200 subscribers. At the top of the description, you will find a link to donate if you are able to. If you are not able to, that's fine. Just sharing the word wherever you possibly can works too. Our goal is $750 US. And again, we're just trying to show some holiday cheer this year to celebrate a milestone. So, without further ado, let's get right on to the video. Bonjour mes amis, je suis de la Canadienne and welcome to the week in review. So, yeah, no, I missed last week. I missed everything last week. I'm sorry. I needed a break because of final exams. But we're back. I promise. Back. At the top of the description again, the charity drive. Again, it's at the top of the description. If you saw on last night's stream, her request from a friend of mine, it will be extended. But this is the final extension that I am doing. The new deadline for the Christmas charity drive is December 31st, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. After that, that's it. That is the last day to donate. So please donate if you can. That will be great. So let's get on with the football review. Starting Thursday Night Football. We got the Niners taking on the Seahawks. In an NFC West game, the Niners, all they needed to do was win and claim the NFC West title. We're going to take a look at that right now. For the Niners, Mr. Irrelevant himself went 17 for 26, 217 yards and 2 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey ran 26 times for 108 yards and a touchdown run. And for receiving, Georgie Kittle caught it 4 times for 93 yards and 2 touchdowns. Goddamn, George Kittle is elite. For the Seahawks, Geno Smith went 31 for 44, 238 yards and a touchdown. Kenneth Walker ran 12 times for 47 yards. And for receiving, Tyler Lockett caught it 7 times for 68 yards. Seahawks could not get the job done as they fall to San Francisco 21-13. And with that, the San Francisco 49ers have clinched the NFC West title. Congratulations to the Niners. Moving on, we got the Colts taking on the Vikings. Hold on, I need to calm down. Hey, Andy. Fuck you. Oh, my God. My fucking grades in college held up better than your 33-point lead. Oh my fucking God. You guys are mediocre. Oh man, this team is fucking trash. Oh. Yeah, this is gonna be alright. I think we should stop laughing and actually get to the game because fuck you, Indy. My phone's really making me do the fucking software update. That's great. Alright. Anyway, so on to the stats. For the Colts, Matt Ryan went 19 for 33, 182 yards and a touchdown. Zach Moss ran 24 times for 81 yards. And for receiving, Michael Pittman Jr. caught it 10 times for 60 yards. And then for those Vikings, the Sussy Mogus boys went 34 for 54, 460 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Dalvin Cook ran 17 times for 95 yards. For receiving, we're going to shout out 3 players today. The top guy, KJ Osborne, caught it 10 times for 157 yards and a touchdown. Justin Jefferson, the runner-up, caught it 12 times for 123 yards and a touchdown. And for the third guy up, Dalvin Cook caught it 4 times for 95 yards and a touchdown. 33-0. It ended 39-36 in overtime. Hey, Colts, how are you guys feeling? How are you guys feeling? You guys suck. And I believe with that, the Vikings, I think they clinched a playoff spot. Checking the standings because I'm a dumb shit sometimes, and they did. They clinched the NFC North with that win. Congratulations to the Minnesota Vikings on clinching your division title, but you probably earned. Moving on, we got the Browns hosting the Ravens in a game where Baltimore kind of needed a win to keep their chances at the division lead alive. But that was not the case, unfortunately for them. For the Ravens, Tara Huntley went 17 for 30, 138 yards and a pick. J.K. Dobbins ran 13 times for 125 yards. And for receiving, Mark Andrews caught it only thrice, 31 yards. For the Browns, Deshaun Watson went 18 for 28, 161 yards and a touchdown. Nicholas Chubby ran 21 times for a total of 99 yards. For receiving, Amari Cooper only caught it 4 times for 58 yards. As the Browns defeat the Ravens in an AFC North battle, 13-3, to keep their chances somehow alive. Moving on, we got an AFC East powerhouse matchup between the Bills and the Dolphins. This game was played on a Saturday night in the snow, in which the game had to be paused because fans kept throwing snowballs, to which the PA announcer said, okay, you know what? Fuck it. If you throw snowballs at any player on the field, it will be a Buffalo Bills penalty for 15 yards, as well as the fan that threw it will be ejected and arrested. God damn. And that's a way to make sure the game goes on. For the Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa went 17 for 30, 234 yards and 2 touchdowns. For rushing, Raheem Mostert ran 17 times for 136 yards. For receiving, Jalen Waddle caught it 3 times for 114 yards and a tutty. But we have to go for a nice factor because the nice factor has been activated. Tyreek Hill caught it 9 times for 69 yards and a touchdown. For the Bills, Josh Allen went 25 for 40, 304 yards and 4 touchdowns. Josh Allen also ran 10 times for 77 yards. For receiving, Dawson Knox caught it 6 times for 98 yards and a touchdown. So with that, the Bills win barely. They got the job done by a score of 32-29, knocking off the Dolphins. Well, they should have done back in week 3, but who's to say anything? Moving on, the Eagles took on the Bears, and somehow, someway, the Bears kept it closer than it probably ever should have been. No, seriously. For the Eagles, Jalen Hurts went 22 for 37, 315 yards and 2 interceptions. Fields also ran 17 times for 61 yards and a touchdown. A 3 touchdown run, sorry. But for receiving, this is where it gets fucking ridiculous. I'm going to tell you 2 names, and they're going to tell you the third guy up. A.J. Brown caught it 9 times for 181 yards. God damn. Devontae Smith, who was the runner-up this week, caught it 5 times for 126 yards. The next person after Devontae Smith, Kevin Gainwell, only caught it twice for 9 yards. Well, it's good to see who Jalen Hurts favors. For the Bears, Justin Fields went 14 for 21, 152 yards and 2 touchdowns. We also got a 1-pass appearance for Mr. Peter Meme, Nathan Peterman. Just didn't even complete the pass. Just swallowed it. Justin Fields also ran 15 times for 95 yards. For receiving, Byron Pringle caught it twice for 39 yards in the touchdown. Bears could not win. Eagles are 13-1, taking the game 25-20. And a game that everyone really expected. Moving on, Lions, Jets. And somehow in 2022, this game had actual playoff implications. For the Lions, they needed a win to keep their playoff hopes alive. Kind of the same way for the Jets. because they fell off a cliff after their hot start. For the Lions, Jared Goff went 23 for 38, 252 yards, and a touchdown. DeAndre Swift ran 8 times for a total of 52 yards, and for receiving, Amon-Ra St. Brown caught it 7 times for 76 yards. For those Jets, the fucker of all moms everywhere went 18 for 35, 317 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Zonovan Knight carried it 13 times for 24 yards. For receiving, Garrett Wilson caught it 4 times for 98 yards. The Jets lost to the Detroit Lions. Yes, I am serious. Final score 20-17. May God bless the Detroit Lions. Moving on, we got the Steelers and the Panthers. Oh man. Would you believe me if I told you that both teams' playoff hopes are still alive? Yes, I am not kidding. Their playoff chances are still alive. But a win would help those chances a little bit. For the Steelers, Mitch Titties went 17 for 22 and 179 yards. Najee Harris ran 24 times for 86 yards and a touchdown. And for receiving, Deontay Johnson caught it 10 times for 98 yards. For the Panthers, Sam Darnold, the seer of ghosts, went 14 for 23, 225 yards and a touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, guess I like that name. Chuba Hubbard. Carried it only 4 times for 10 yards. And for receiving, DJ Moore caught it 5 times for 73 yards and a touchdown. Panthers do not win this game as they fall to the Steelers 24-16, but somehow their chances of winning the NFC South are still alive. I don't know how. Moving on, Chiefs, Texans, in a game that the Chiefs probably should have blown out the water with. And hell, you know how bad this game was? We went to overtime. Yes, this game went to fucking overtime. God help us all. For the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes went 36 for 41, 336 yards and 2 touchdowns. Isaiah Pacheco carried it 15 times for 86 yards. And for receiving, Mr. Travis Kelce caught it 10 times for 105 yarders. For the Texans, Mr. General Mills, the man with the neck who looks like an uncircumcised cock, went 12 for 24, 121 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Jeff Driscoll went 2 for 4 for 8 yards. Royce Freeman carried it 11 times for 51 yards. For receiving, Chris Moore caught it 4 times for 42 yards. Chiefs take the game in OT, 30-24. But how the hell do you nearly lose to the Texans? Seriously? Moving on, Falcons Saints in the battle of the NFC South. Neither team has been officially eliminated at this point. Keep in mind you. If they both went out, they're both 8-9. Somehow, and they still can win the NFC South. For the Falcons, Desmond Ridder went 13 for 26 and 97 yards. Tyler Algier went 17 times on the ground for 139 yards and a touchdown. For receiving, Drake London caught it 7 times for 70 yards. For those Saints, Andy Dalton went 11 for 17, 151 yards and 2 touchdowns. Taysom Hill went 2 for 2 for 80 yards and a touchdown. Alvin Kamara ran 21 times for 91 yards. And for receiving, Rashid Shaheed caught it 3 times for 95 yards and a touchdown. Saints do win this game 21-18 over the Falcons and try to hopefully get closer to an NFC South picture, depending on how the Buccaneers did. We'll get to that in a little bit. Moving on, we got another overtime game between the Cowboys and the Jaguars. How many overtime games do we need this week? Apparently, the NFL just says yes. Seriously, it's like, hey, NFL, how many overtime games do we need this week? Yes. For the Cowboys, Dak Prescott went 23 for 30, 256 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Tony Pollard carried it 19 times for 75 yards. For receiving, CD's Nutslam caught it 7 times for 126 yards. For those Jaguars, T-Law is finally coming into his own. 27 for 42, 318 yards, 4 touchdowns and an interception. Not bad. Took you all the years. Travis Etienne ran 19 times for 103 yards. And for receiving, finally, the money in the offseason for receivers is fucking coming out to play. 6 receptions, 109 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Impressive. The Jaguars won. Yeah, that's a little weird saying, isn't it? The Jaguars beat the Cowboys 40-34 in overtime. God damn, impressive. Went on, Broncos, Cardinals, and just what the fuck even is this game even anymore? What the fuck are these two teams anymore? So, let's just get into it. I got nothing else to say. Colt McCoy went 13 for 21, 78 yards, and an interception. Just McSorley went 7 for 15, 95 yards, and 2 interceptions. James Conner ran 16 times for 63 yards and a touchdown. For receiving, DeAndre Hopkins caught it 7 times for 60 yards. For the Broncos, Brett Rippon, because no Chef Russ this week, he was concussed, went 21 for 26, 197 yards, touchdown, and an interception. Latavius Murray finally had a good game. 24 carries for 130 yards and a touchdown. For receiving, Jerry Jeudy caught it 7 times for 76 yards. Broncos win 24-15 over the Arizona Cardinals. Now, they would still be alive, but they had to wait to see Monday Night Football. We'll get to that shortly. Moving on, we got the Patriots taking on the Raiders. Look, I've seen the memes. I've seen the clips of what happened to end the game. All I'm going to say is this. I'm not going to say what the typical Patriots fans have been saying. And what they normally say is, hey, can we trade Jacoby Myers because that was the dumbest play known to man? But what I really am going to say is, can we get rid of Jacoby Myers because, oh my god, he can't fucking complete a fucking backward pass. Jesus Christ, like, he had the play set up, but he just couldn't do it. And Matt Jones just stood there like he was a fucking traffic cone. What is he, Eli Apple? No, he's not fucking Jones. Do something. Don't just stand there like you're Eli Apple trying to cover Zone D. Alright, get that out of my system. Matt Jones went 13 for 31, 112 yards. Ramondre Stevenson carried it 19 times for 172 yards for a touchdown and a touchdown. Thank God I needed that because that helped me win fantasy round 1. And for receiving, Jacoby Myers caught it twice for 47 yards. Please work on your fucking lateral passes on that. Can you please do that? That'd be great. For the Raiders, Derek Carr went 20 for 38, 231 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. Josh Jacobs still shows why the Raiders fucked up, carrying it 22 times for 93 yards. And for receiving, a new name, Keelan Cole, caught it twice for 50 yards and a touchdown. And that's pretty good. Pretty good. Raiders win 30-24. I am not talking about that game any longer than I have to. Moving on, Chargers taking on the Titans in LA. Chargers needed this to keep their playoff chances alive for once in their lives. Maybe they won't call a timeout in the final seconds of overtime in Week 18. Just saying, maybe that would help them out. The Titans need a win to keep their AFC South lead intact because Jacksonville is catching up. For those Titans, Ryan Tannehill went 15 for 22, 165 yards, and an interception. Malik Willis made an appearance in this game, 3 for 4 for 20 yards. For rushing, Derrick Henry ran 21 times for 104 yards and a touchdown. And Derrick Henry also went the receiving corps this week, catching it 4 times for 59 yards. For those Chargers, Mr. Justin Herbert went 20 for 42, 313 yards, and 2 interceptions. Austin Eckler ran 12 times for 58 yards and a touchdown. For receiving, it was Keenan Allen, 8 receptions, 86 yards. Helped the Chargers put themselves over the Titans, 17-14. Good game. Moving on, Bengals and Buccaneers, Burrow versus Brady in a game of who's better. Probably still Brady because, stat padding. But in this season, it's more like Joey B. And speaking of the Bengals, Joe Burrow went 27 for 39, 200 yards, 4 touchdowns, and an interception. averaging averaging 1 touchdown per 50 yards. Impressive. Samaje Perine ran 7 times for 24 yards. Receiving, Jamar Chase caught it 7 times for 60 yards and a touchdown. For the Buccaneers, Tom Brady went 30 for 44, 312 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Leonard Fournette carried it 10 times for 44 yards. Receiving, Chris Godwin caught it 8 times for 83 yards and a touchdown. Buccaneers lose 34 to 23. That means right now the Falcons and the Panthers still have their chance to take over the NFC South. Hell, even the Saints have a chance. Now we got Sunday Night Football. Giants and Commanders. A rematch of a couple weeks ago when that fucking god-awful tie happened. For the Giants, Danny Dimes went 21 for 32, 160 yards. Saquon Barkley ran 18 times for 87 yards and a touchdown. And for receiving, Richie James caught it 4 times for 42 yards. For those Commanders, Taylor Heineke went 17 for 29, 249 yards and a touchdown. Brian Robinson continues to show why he's a great running back. 12 carries for 89 yards. For receiving, Jahan Dotson caught it 4 times for 105 yards and a touchdown. Because Jahan Dotson is just that damn good. But no matter what they could try, they still could not beat the Giants as they fall 20-12. Giants game race in the NFC East. Now you want a Monday Night Football, the game I streamed last night between the Rams and the Packers. This was a great game. No, it wasn't. Who the fuck am I kidding? Hell, we were playing games on stream rather than boring ourselves with that shit show contest. For the Rams, Baker Mayfield went 12 for 21, 111 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Cam Akers ran 12 times for 65 yards. Receiving, Cam Akers also led 3 receptions for 35 yards. For the Packers, Aaron Rodgers went 22 for 30, 229 yards, touchdown and an interception. Aaron Jones ran 17 times on the ground for 90 yards. For receiving, Romeo Doubs caught it 5 times for 55 yards. Packers win 24-12 over the Los Angeles Rams. And with that, both the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals have been officially eliminated. So in the NFC West, that leaves it down to 2. The Seahawks and the 49ers. Both teams, one team's already clinched. The Seahawks are just fighting for their lives. Can they do it? Nope. Time will tell. Hope you guys did enjoy the review. Sorry again for the break. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like. Comment down below if you guys want to see me next. And if you have not done so already, subscribe and join the Watch Donation. Until next time, je suis là logique canadien. Bonne nuit et au revoir.